Hi everyone. I am going to talk to you about my reading for research agriculture. The purpose of these stories of the future is that they should play a role in the democratic process. That means that in the future we hope these stories will give rise to creative discussions within the agriculture sector, at universities, among politicians, and in society. We also hope that the discussion will identify knowledge gaps so that new research that is of significance for the future of agriculture can be initiated. The Okay, in the future, we know that new technology solution and increase will make it easier for agriculture to develop productions that is economically and ecologically sustainable. Perhaps it will be possible to process and make us of residual products instead of them being the problem they are today. There is a risk that certain types of production will be knocked out and people will be forced to abandon the land that their family has farmed for generations. There is also a risk that agricultural landscape will be changed, which will have consequences on both biological diversity and aesthetic aspects of countryside. As we know, in the future, the technology will improve a lot, so that means that we could make a better world using agriculture and technology together. So we have to have ambitious goals for global justice. Equality and the environment are well on their way to being realized. A new technology has been developed which is suitable for both small scale and large scale also. With the help of biotechnology, plants are developed that are resistant to pests and disease, and small robots are used in the cultivation bed to combat weeds. Animals are fed according to their individual needs, which minimizes environment impact and optimizes the uses of resources. So we can make a better nutrition so they can eat what they need and we don't have to to get away the food. Yeah, okay. The development of new technology is steered to a high degree by agreements made and international organizations, which means for Sweden's part means primarily within the UA. The market demand for new environment friendly technology is also driving developments forward. The changes have been uh, achieved by using 8 agriculture in 2013, 2030. Stories of the future both stick and carrot. The changes have been used of technology and substances that are harmful to the environment or health has been forbidden, which has either led to emergence of new techniques, as we can see nowadays. Both animal and human manure are processed to make fertilizers that are free from metals, pharmaceuticals, and infective agents. The content of nutrients is analyzed carefully so they are adapted for precision fertilization. Greenhouse cultivation has become more significant using waste heat from industries and buildings. We are creating a new world that will save us in the near future. So our kids won't pass it so difficult if we make conscious right now. So finally, I invite you to be more conscious about these problems and join us to make a better world just using technology and agriculture. Nowadays, it's very difficult to get a fusion from both of these. but we want a eco-friendlier world and more profitable. Okay, now I am going to talk about you my reading for research of business. Uh, the specific purposes of English in business. Most, as we know, we have different kind of levels of English. So is the primary, secondary, high, university, and so on. But the English, the necessary English for business is higher than all English that we have seen in all years. Well, this means that if you put a level of English, you can say college is just 4 or 6 maximum, but for business is more than 10. It's very complicated because the terms, the speaking, the vocabulary, the pronunciation. Also, the pronunciation is very important in this level of English. But as we know, business is everywhere. You always while you are walking, you can find a lot of business. So when you are in another country that only speak English, you have to improve yourself so you can talk more English than ever. But don't forget that we are talking about business. So imagine you have a business in another country that only speak English. That means that you have to have a better level of English so you can improve better in conversations like talking about marketing, what is negotiation, money, risk, all of those terms, you know. And don't forget, always try to be creative with your vocabulary. So if you don't remember a word, you can change the phrase to doesn't use that word. So you can reform your phrase and make it easier, but not making it like more simple. Easier but not simple. So always try to remember that we are talking about business. People that are very that are always in business use smokings and all kind of stuffs, and you know that they doesn't talk like a college student that is learning English. They talk like that they have studied economy in a United States university. So they have a lot of scientific terms, kind of vocabulary, like pronunciation, speaking. So if you want to make a business and you want to make it in another country, just remember that it's more difficult because the level of English will be very like will be very competitive. So I invite you to study a lot of this kind of English because it's very beautiful, this English, and you can learn a lot. Also, you can ask for help to your teachers that had a good degree in this like topic. So uh, try to learn this new level of English that always will help you in every business you want to make. For example, if you want to make a business of food, business level English will help you a lot to make negotiations with customers, to make negotiation with uh, people who want to invest money in use and so on. And that are my 2 videos of English class. I hope you enjoy it, and we will will see you next time. Thank you.